Can. Can. Can.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
Oh, that's right. I muted the mic because I was explaining some things to my mom. Thank you, Chris. So, my special guest tonight is my mom.
Do I do that again?
Yes, do it again. This guy can never pay attention, Mom.
Hi.
That's William in Florida.
Uh-huh.
That's Greg in Maryland. He's retired Navy. This is Chris Garrett in Georgia. Jeff Ryman in Las Vegas.
William, Chris, Jeff, and
Yeah, their names are right here, just in case you can't read them, which is always helpful because we forget.
yeah, it is.
But
I think
there'll be about 4 or 5 more people join us, and but right here, people are commenting on here on the chat. So I'll go through that in just a little bit.
I'm going to hide my face so you don't have to watch me eat.
We had some good fried fish tonight. Took Mom down to a fish fry, and then we went down to the little town I grew up in and saw a classmate of mine. Do what? Pardon?
I saw some of the stuff on Messenger. It looked fun.
It was. We got a few days planned. We're gonna have some fun. I got a surprise for her on Sunday. That I told her she's got a surprise on Sunday, but obviously I'm not going to tell her what the surprise is because that'll ruin the surprise. So I am going to not force my mom to sit here and endure this entire hour debacle. I was going to train her to take my place for tomorrow night, and Mrs. K and I were going to go out on a date, but we thought about that and we decided not to do that either. So, but there she is. This is the original Mrs. K, right here. And
the original Ricky.
That's not funny.
That's funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I want all of them to know.
What she's referring to is I ran into a girl I went to school with that was a few years behind me, and I had on my veteran's hat, and she said, "Thank you for your service, sir." And I said, "You don't remember me, do you, Luann?" And instantly she goes, "Ricky Stout." Because I went by Rick through school. Very few people call me Ricky. In fact, I can only think of now 3 people I allow to call me Ricky. So it was funny.
Which is your first name and which is your middle name?
Kenneth Richard.
Okay.
And I went by Rick all through school. Yes.
If he's going to ask you how you got Ricky, I don't know. I don't have an answer for why we called you Ricky.
She just said if you're going to ask how we got Ricky, she doesn't know. They have no idea. It's better than the other name they gave me. You want to know what the other name they gave me was?
You
Do you remember?
Yeah, if I think about it a minute.
Bug.
Bug.
B-U-G. Bug.
I don't know why we called you that.
Yeah, they called my sister Molly, Unsinkable Molly Brown. Called me Bug. What a special guest you are.
I don't think I came up with that.
Somebody came up with
But
it.
it wasn't me, your mother.
Oh, you're going to blame it on Dad?
Yeah,
Okay. So if Dad was here, he'd blame it on you.
he would.
So we had a good afternoon. We've got some things planned. We're gonna again. I have a surprise for Sunday that I think she's gonna stealth mode. Hello, stealth mode. Stealth mode is down in Florida. It's not his real name, but we can't give his real name out because then he's got to kill everybody.
Somebody
So.
looking for him.
Oh yeah, somebody looking for you, right? You're muted. Can't hear you. Oh, I've only done this 2 days now. I still owe you though, and you know it. Rick Lake says hello to my mom. Hello, thank you, Rick. Robert Michael says good evening, Kenneth Richard.
You're never gonna live it down.
Ran Israel from Israel says hello, Mrs. Stout.
Hello.
So you were requested to be here.
Well, thank you very much.
So you
Nice
think
to
you
meet
think you can run the next 53 minutes of the show?
No.
I'm out of here. I'm gonna take her out. I'll be right back. Sit tight. I got you.
I gotta scoot back.
Ready?
They're nice gentlemen.
Yes, they are. It's a great group of guys.
So I enjoy
You
it.
are not going to find a better group.
Nope. I don't think so.
Watch your elbows. All right. Little bump. Okay, there we go. Little bump.
He says a
Another little bump.
lift and a little bump.
Another little bump.
I should have stood up.
Actually, if you fall out of the chair,
Yeah, right. Let me
you know what?
stand
Stand
up.
up. Here, don't
Okay,
stand up.
yeah.
They pull that chair back just a little bit because it's not going over the thing.
Okay, here we go. Man, you got
Okay.
these hands over here.
Back.
A little bit more.
back.
Stop. A little bit more. Stop. Okay, now there you go.
Okay,
You
there
can hold.
I am.
Sit down. There.
Thank you very much.
I got it.
What's your name?
I'm a friendly neighborhood. Spider-Man.
Here's Spider-Man.
Turn this way.
I'd like to send you a check.
What? You sending her a check?
I didn't forget you. I'll send you a check.
Sure. That's what she needs. She can get it from here. Thank you, Mom. I'm back. What'd I miss?
I'm just speculating whether your Sunday surprise involved the Sheraton and Sheraton.
I haven't seen him. I don't know what's going on with him. He's probably going to say something about, I thought your mom was going to be here. And I'm going to say, well, just go back and watch it because it's there.
Your mom still got a good sense of humor.
He's got a great sense of humor. We had a good afternoon. So I'm going to catch up with chat real quick. Bobby Warren was first. Roy was second. Josh Kinder was third, but somehow thinks he's fourth. And Roy corrected him. Tony was fifth. Hello, Tony. William was sixth. Hello, William. Rick just got home. Must have been on a back ride. Yeah, 7 hours of him running around. 90-degree weather. Greg was ironically sixth, which I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But Jeff was there. Ran Israel. Hello, Ran. Good to see you, my friend. Especially at 4 o'clock in the morning your time. Oh, I know. We put Rand to sleep. That's another one of those people we put to sleep. Stealth Mode was there. BH Ringer. Hi, Ken's mom. I'll tell her later. Good to see her. Thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody saying hi. BH, Zoom audio is low. I'm going to solve that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I put it on speaker so she could hear you guys and vice versa. But now let me solve that problem because
Zoom is fine. Did he mean
YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. Because if I have my earbuds in, she can't hear you guys. So I changed the audio source. And I'll change it back. All right. Now, if I could get a audio across YouTube so that they can hear you guys.
Audio check.
Perfect. According to the meter, it's perfect. Good. Yeah, I posted a couple pictures to the Zoom homies on Facebook of the fish fry. It was good. It was good food. A little
Looked
pricey.
good, except it was fish.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not my favorite food, but I'm not
Well-
gonna turn it down.
It's not bad to have a fish fry. Just my father was an avid fisherman, and I ate so much frickin' fish growing up that I rarely eat it anymore.
Well, we've already got the next fish fry lined up, the 13th and 14th of August,
Hmm.
in the little town we grew up in.
Now, is that where you went today?
No, we went to a town about 13 miles away from that little town,
Yeah.
and it's a thing here in Indiana. The little towns always each summer have a fish fry at one point in time or another, and Mrs. K and I tried to get there, and Mom said she wanted to go, so we took her, and then we went shopping at Walmart. Well, was that fun?
You see any interesting
Wasn't
Walmart
bad.
people?
Huh?
See any interesting Walmart people?
No, actually, we didn't. I think we were the interesting Walmart people today. Actually, no, we knew what we wanted, and we let my Mrs. K lead the way, and I'll never do that again. So it was fun. We laughed and joked around, and had fun. So I think I'm all caught up on chat. What kind of fish was it? I have no idea what kind of fish it was. BH Ringer. It was good. I know that. And then we're going to take her.
We have a trivia here, so we need to get serious help.
What's going on? I'll be right back.
She wants to know how.
Check
All right.
1, 2.
I thought
All
she
right.
said we
Audio's
had an
back.
issue to take care of. We don't. So, what kind of fish? I read right over the
Catfish, if you made me guess, in the Midwest and had a fish fry.
Yeah, I don't know. Now we're going to take her to lunch or dinner right around the corner to this mom and pop place that has good fish. I mean, them fish portions are like this big, and she will like that. Of course, now that I've said that, it'll be horrible and she won't like it. We ate there the other night. And, my Mrs. K had a fish dinner, and I ended up eating about half her fish because it was just too much, and it was good. I'm not a big fish eater, but it was actually really good. So,
Hear thunder again tonight.
do what, Chris?
Hear thunder again.
Yeah, we've been cloudy all day, and I think 5 drops of rain fell at one point in time, but it never did rain. So, and we need rain, something horribly bad. In fact, that reminds me, after the stream, I got to go out and water the plants again.
Saints, there are rain.
You got rain, William?
It rains when it said it's going to rain, and it rains when they say it's not going to rain.
Yeah, well, the news this morning said we would get rain today. And he showed, the swath of the storms coming through. Well, what that means is somewhere within that swath, somebody got rain. We didn't. We really did not. I tell you what, I don't like the background because every time I move, there's no green screen, as you well know.
There's
Let
a
me
tropical storm out there.
go with that route. I don't have the fish camp set up because I knew I was bringing Mom in. I'll set it back up later tonight and run it for a little while. I won't run it all night, obviously, because the bed's right there, and it's 2.5 feet too short for me, and it's kind of old and kind of rickety, and if I turn over, it makes a noise, so you don't want to hear that or see that, as a matter of fact. Most fried fish here is haddock or cod. I like cod. I've never had haddock or haddock, however you say it. I love mahi-mahi, and I love halibut, but I can't afford it. And I don't know that you're going to get it too awfully fresh here in the state of Indiana. But yeah, I'm big mahi-mahi. When I lived in California, man, I was a mahi-mahi grill mofo. Believe me, it was good. Really.
Hey, Ken,
good.
let me ask you, blackened mahi-mahi? That's my favorite way. Do you like the blackened?
I couldn't make, no, I like it that way, yes, but I could, if I did that, it was like shoe leather, burnt, done. I would get it in the restaurants and it would be good, but no, I could never do that.
A lot of places we used to go used to have orange roughy. And then I
Yeah,
later on learned that that's kind of a low end fish, actually.
about the lowest you can get in my estimation is tilapia. You're not getting much lower than tilapia. I forgot to assign co-host. Let me do that while I'm thinking about it. So we did change up the opening a little bit today. And I like the way, I still got a long ways to go with it, but it's going to take me forever to get that the way I want it. I'm going to go ahead and rerun it. Those that are running late. So last night, everything ran at the same time. Tonight, the first column goes, then the second column goes, then the third column goes. And that's close. That's close to what I want. Now I've got to figure out how to get it. First column line, second column line, third column line, first line column, second line, you know, and on and on and on. That, yeah, basically that's what it will be. Yeah. But I didn't work on it at all. The only thing I did was I did work on the opening for Darren a little bit and got it to where it was at. And then we've been running and busy since. So let me go back to the main Zoom.
I won't complain. I couldn't even make it right today if it was me.
You'd be surprised.
No complaints.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And I got too many tabs opened up. I actually was trying to close some and pare them down today. And I ran across I forget what I was doing, but I came across a tutorial on dynamic scenes. And that caught my eye. So I have that up and ready to go for later. And it's all about the masking of stuff. So that's why I really want to watch it. Okay, so you guys are co-hosts. If you can catch people coming in for me, I'd appreciate it. I'll take care of anybody going in the waiting room. And if anybody shows up you don't know, I'll deal with them because I'll try to send a message and see if I can figure out what's going on. Just like the other night, Larry, Curly, and Mo, and then when I kicked them out, Greg couldn't get in, which was really odd. Still haven't figured that out.
Ken,
Yes, sir.
remember when we did some research on auto-filling the days in? We found one example where you can fill the times in, but you have to run a mild-on script.
Oh, that would not be fun. I have trouble with my script that I have that runs the show right now, and me and scripts don't get along too well. And I honestly don't mind doing things the long, convoluted, drawn-out way.
You gotta know somebody. You gotta have somebody knows Python.
Jeff? I noticed Jeff is not answering. Yeah, it would help to know someone that would know the language. I think I'm caught up on chat. I'm going to glance through real quick and make sure. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, I apologize.
Oh.
I honestly didn't think we were going to get home in time for me to get the show started on time. But I came in here and jumped through a couple hoops and got it done. Apparently I got the macro reset. It's still going, so that's good. I messed around with it last night, trying to tweak it a little bit. I finally laid down about 5:30, which was the absolute most stupid thing to do because I had to be up at 6 to go pick her up. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. There is no snooze alarm when you have to be up at 6 and down someplace at 6:30. You just gotta go. So, at William Dawson, I got the variable text working using expressions in the text node. Oh, that sounds like a Da Vinci function.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can't wait until one of these days when you, Wintermute, and I can all get together. minus Greg and see what's going on in Da Vinci. Oh, hey, Greg. I didn't see you there. When did you get here?
You know I've been here.
Did you do any work outside, or did you get your rain today?
I did a little work outside. I was sitting outside enjoying the cool weather. I got pissed off. I grabbed my hedge clippers and my weed whacker, and I went over and weed whacked the crap out of my neighbor's backyard. They had like weeds 5 feet tall.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I found one in our front yard today. It's probably about 5, 6 feet tall. I got to get out there and get it going, but I think it's poison ivy. I think. I'm not sure. I might do that tomorrow because Mom can sit out in the garage and watch me work.
Yeah.
Be good for her.
You better be careful with poison ivy because you could get Lyme disease with that.
I don't want poison ivy. I had it when I was a kid, and I don't. Ugh, don't need that again. Poor Mr. Guy. Robert says, poor Mr. Guy. Bobby Warren said he got a new computer for his desktop. Wonder what he got.
He said he got an iMac and put something on it that Doug recommended.
Oh, okay. Oh, it says I got a new iMac I use what Doug recommended. Mac Room Reflect. I wonder if he's talking about Macrium Reflect. 27-inch iMac. Okay. We did price TVs, which was fun to do with your 85-year-old mother and your 65-year-old wife at Walmart.
Reflect work with Mac.
Do what?
I said the Macrium Reflect work with Mac.
Good question. I don't know why it wouldn't. I don't know.
The Apple version of it.
Yeah, I don't know, Chris. That's a good question. Oh, William, I did download the program that you sent me. I haven't had time to do anything with it yet. My goal is hopefully over the next few days I can find a minute here or there to sit down and actually get it installed and start messing around with it. So
it looks like a lot like a Da Vinci type program, and it looks
okay. I'll give it a run. The birdseed was waiting for us when we got home this morning. That's kind of nice. I filled up the bird feeder. Not one bird's been there yet. I don't know if it's the type of birdseed it is, or the birds are on strike, or what, but that figures. We went birdseed for today, and now the birds are boycotting us or whatever.
Come on.
Macrium Reflect is not available for Macintosh.
Oh, it is not.
It wouldn't load the PE.
Well, I searched for it, and there are things that have similar functionality, but that's just what the page I found said, which is not surprising. If you had one of the older Intel Macs with what's that thing on it to let them run Windows, you could use that to back up your Windows part, I assume. Getting old, I can't even remember what that software was that let you run Windows on a Intel Mac.
Boot Camp.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
So I have an announcement to make concerning the state fair. I'm going to have to really start saving my peonies. Styx plays August 4th. Really want to see Styx. And Three Dog Night is there August 9th. So
Excuse me, I was looking at something in chat.
You're fine. I intend to see both Styx and Three Dog Night. And I intend to play the racing simulator both times I go. Hello, Alex Cheek.
Now let me know again. Who is Six? I don't remember them. I know who Three Dog Night is.
Styx. Gosh, I'm trying to think of some of their better known hits. Lorelei, Come Sail Away.
Okay.
Come on, some of you guys help me out.
Three Dog Night.
Yeah, Three Dog Night. Yeah, that was from the 70s.
Yeah, well, that's for us old people.
Too much time on our hands. Isn't
Too
that
much
Sticks
time.
too?
Oh, that's a good that's a good song. That never made it to the charts singularly, but Too Much Time on My Hands is a good song. Sitting on the bar stool talking like a damn fool. Got the 12 o'clock news blues. I've never heard it.
Now, what's theirs again? What's the name of that group?
Styx, Styx.
Oh, Sticks. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Sitting on
I'm
a
sorry.
bar stool at like
heard
a
'em.
damn fool. That's a
Yeah, the lyrics are Too Much Time on My Hands. It goes, while I'm sitting on the bar stool talking like a damn fool, got the 12 o'clock news blues. That's how it opens up.
Yeah, they've got a website, sticksworld.com.
Sweet.
they took a song from a country singer.
So I'm looking at the Three Dog Night advertisement, and it looks the font looks eerily a lot like the one that I just went and got, the Gold Drops font.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. And Mom's going, Greg, pay attention. Is Greg back? I'll wait.
Now, when's the fair?
August 4th and 9th are the 2 dates we're going. I think it runs July 30th through.
Let me see.
Oh, geez, I can't remember I think it runs July 30th, which is a Sunday.
It's not on their list. I'm looking at the Sticks website. That's not one of their dates they're showing.
Yeah. Hang on.
One of their
What were
dates.
you saying?
Let me see if I can do this here. Hang on.
Maybe at the wrong place.
I will show you. Hang on here. So I don't need that running. And I'll bring up the Indiana State Fair. Get Zoom out of the way. So, Sticks is going to be August 4th at 7:30. And then Three Dog Night, they're going to be there August 9th at 7:30. And the price of admission is, it's July 28th to August 20th. Okay. So the price of admission is the price of getting into the fair. It's at the free venue. And Lauren and I have already decided. So this is starting at 7:30, or this one's starting at 7:30, as is the other one. We will be sitting in the area on the bleachers or the chairs at 5 o'clock that afternoon, and we'll just pass the time, because last year when we went, we waited until 15-20 minutes before the show was scheduled to start, and there wasn't a chair to be found, and we ended up sitting on the grass really way far away. So this year we are going to make
on
sure.
Sticks website, their touring dates skip from August 2nd in Columbus, Ohio, to August 8th in Sturgis, South Dakota.
So
So
I'm impressed with. I mean, they
look like they got Clint Black. I know.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, they got some talent there. They really do. I don't know what this Peppa
And
Pig
all
is
these
about.
are included in the admission price.
Yeah, all
That's
you
for
gotta
the
do
kids. Peppa Pig's the kids stuff. Yeah.
So, all shows are free with paid fair admission. Seating is first come, first serve. You're welcome to bring your own folding chairs, and we have some, but I'm not going to lug them things around all day just so I can sit comfortably in their camping chairs. They're real comfortable. I'm just not going to do.
Hey, Ken,
Yeah, I got to answer this text. It's my son, but I'm still here.
the song you were talking about, there's a song that has by Charlie Daniels that has the same lyrics. Called
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Drinking My Baby Goodbye.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I've always been impressed with music and how you get all these different songs that usually, I mean, you only got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C for your chords to play on any instrument. So they're going to, at one point in time, kind of run in together. I need to answer this. This is my son. I will be right back. Somebody keep the show going, please.
Well, no, they've got Three Dog Night showing on August 9th at the Indiana State Fair. Sticks hadn't updated their website yet.
What's the name of that Three Dog Night song?
Well, Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog is the one I
That's
remember.
probably their biggest hit, yeah. One is The Loneliest Number.
Yep.
Black and White. A child is black, a child is white. Together we learn to read and write.
Yep.
One
Joy
is The Loneliest
to the
Number.
World is the name of that other one.
What is it?
Joy to the World.
Yep,
That's the
Jeremiah
one-
was a
Jeremiah
bullfrog.
was a bullfrog, yeah.
So that
Hey,
runs
Ken.
An old-fashioned love song
Yep.
in black and white, like you were saying. Never Been to Spain.
Yep.
Family of Man. I know that one vaguely.
Oh my gosh.
Some old school songs for sure. Yeah.
Oh
Old
yeah.
school. I think the 70s. You're going way back.
That's for us old folks, Stealth Mode.
I know it. That's me, brother. I'm with you. Yes, I was a kid in the 70s, but I
Well,
remember
I'm a
the songs
60s
on the
guy,
radio.
actually, but I like Three Dog.
I've heard of them. I've heard they were playing on the radio in the 70s. Yeah, because my parents played it all the time and stuff. I was like, yeah, I recognize a lot of it.
Hopefully they'll play good songs. I mean, Kansas played a lot of their hits. I think they played 2 songs that were not hits from the radio by no means, but they were popular on their albums. Like The Wall. Do you guys remember The Wall from Kansas? It was on.
That one I don't remember.
Yeah, it was on their first or second album. Good song, great song. It never made it on the radio though. As far as the radio,
Of course, Dust in the Wind, one of my faves. You know, it's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Version.
Yeah, it followed Dust in the Wind on the album.
Oh, okay.
This has them August 4th at the Indian State Fair. Got Wintermute found incorrected in Indiana. Bobby's got 2 monitors on his setup. Yeah.
Of course.
We're going to downgrade this 55-inch TV to a 43, and I can get a Vizio for $198 right now at Walmart, so I'm leaning towards that, actually. That'll be, I mean, I like the setup, but I've got to get my camera back. There we go.
Don't get a D series Vizio. Those are the older models. You want an E.
Okay. Oh.
I was weird when I was young. I listened to country music.
Say
Yeah.
again, Chris.
Chris, can you say that again?
I said I was a weird one when I was young. I listened to country music.
I did too.
Yeah.
That was before we met my before we met my stepdad. That's all I listened to was country music. So much so that I just about knew every song they played on the radio when
I was country when country.
Well, that explains a lot, Alex.
My bus driver from 4th grade all the way through my sophomore year in high school, that's all he played was country music. And then, I don't know, somebody talked to him or something. Every Friday he would play what he called not country music, which was generally rock and roll, and good rock and roll. David Bowie, the Monkees, the Beatles.
Yeah.
Good rock songs every Friday.
Country I like, but my late wife, could not stand country music of any type, so we never listened to much of it.
Rocky Top, boy, I've got that burned in my head. Hank Williams, got a lot of his stuff
speaking of
burned.
Rocky Top, the Lake City, Tennessee, changed their name to Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Legally?
Legally.
Why? Oh, let me guess.
Don't ask me. I mean, it's a little ways north of Knoxville and a little ways north of where I lived in Oak Ridge. But I think it's still in Anderson County, Tennessee. But and then they got sued by the authors of Rocky Top.
I'll get up when the alarm goes.
I wonder why.
It wasn't a lawsuit though.
Rocky Top's a good song, but it's from Rivals of Georgia, so I do like the song though. Tennessee song.
Sam's got some country going on.
Well, my name's Conley Pettimore.
I'll probably catch a violation for that.
I know the words. I know the words of the song.
That song, Copperhead Road.
Ken,
Let's all sing.
while ago when y'all was talking about sticks, I thought y'all was talking about six. There's a group that I know out of Branson, Missouri called Six, SIX, like the number 6. It's 6 brothers that all perform on the stage together. They do all a cappella. They don't use any instruments or anything, and they make all sounds with their voices.
That'd be interesting to see. I thought you were talking about. I thought you said Styx, Sticks. You're talking about Six, Six, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I forget what their last name is. I think it's like, but it's like 6 guys that do all the. They don't use any instruments or anything. We've seen them at least 2 or 3 times over the years.
Yeah, I read something. It's been a while back. I read something about that's how Five Guys Burgers came to be, is because they used to be 6 brothers and one of them dropped out, so now they're making hamburgers called Five Guys Burgers.
I can get you another violation here if you want.
Go for it.
May as well.
Rocky Top.
I don't know. I've read where under a certain
like
amount
5
of time you're
seconds or
good.
something.
I've also read that it makes no difference. 1 second they pick it up, they pick it up. I'm going on what Doug said, that I won't get any kind of further action on the notifications I'm getting for the opening. So let's hope that holds true.
Well, now you got that several times, but you have.
I've gotten it every night since I've started using it.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Really?
I thought it quit after a while.
Nope. I'm gonna check.
What's in it that's causing the problem? Is my
the
issue.
music that he put the music that he ran to fast forward to the fast forward part of the opening. That's what I'm getting the copyright for. So I'm gonna go to live. And June 21st, copyright notification. I will show you guys. This is crazy. I got to bring this over to here. Give me 1 second. Screen number 3. There is no audio. And then I'll bring this one over here. So we all should be on the same sheet of music now. So last night, 6/21, Tuesday night, which we all know it was Wednesday night, I have a copyright notification. Copyright. So if I go here and hover over this, click on, it's Chris Egan, content found from 201 to 236. It has no impact on my channel, so that's comforting to know. It says it does not affect the channel and everyone can still see the video. So it's one of those weird, odd things, but there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10. Ever since I started using it, I get a copyright. I'll get one for tonight. I'll get at least one more for tonight. I might get one for the song that Sam played.
That's being caught by YouTube's bot.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
Sam didn't play that long enough to be.
It was like,
well, yeah, Chris,
seconds.
I've heard that and I've seen that, but I've also seen where people have said it makes no difference. 1 second. If they hear 1 second, they can give you the violation on it. I don't know. I really don't.
Right.
Well, if
We'll
you're
find
saying
out, Sam,
no
agree.
impact,
Yeah,
blah,
really.
blah, blah, no.
You guys go to see Ken Stout live tomorrow and said this channel has been removed due to copyright notifications.
Oh my goodness.
Wonder if Alex knows the words to Wilford Carter's "There's a Love Knot in My Lariat." I don't know, Alex. Do you know the words to
That
that
sounds
song?
kind of risque.
That don't sound familiar.
I wouldn't play that on here right now. I know what that means.
Kind of risque to me.
Oh, sure. Now Stealth Mode goes, I wouldn't play that. Hey, let me give you guys this good video site. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to bring it up now, we'll go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me give you a little bit of.
I want to end my career, right?
right. Me neither.
Let me give you a little bit of humor for today. Earlier today, my dad was out mowing or whatever, and my mom was at the church working on the stuff for Bible school. And I went to cut a bag of, I got one of those family size bags of Chex Mix. I cut it open, and I guess when I was cutting it open, was holding on to it the wrong way or something, because I cut it open and trying to cut the top off, and almost the whole bag went in the floor.
I was going to say, hold your hand up. Let us see your bandages. But I'm glad to hear that you didn't cut yourself and that you've lost the stuff on the floor. That's better. OBS Jake, good to see you. He joins us in chat. Bobby Warren's thinking about buying tickets for the state fair, or for the fair. Which fair would that be? Would that be the Ohio fair, the Idaho fair, the California fair? Need to be a little bit more specific. Could be going to New York.
If he lives in Florida, it's probably the Florida fair.
Just stealth mode. You guys have a Florida state fair yearly?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
It's usually by county. Like I'm the county I'm in. Yeah, they have it at a certain time every year.
Right.
I think it's already passed.
So you don't. Okay, so
there's,
like
there's 2 or 3 of them.
Here in Indiana, each county always has a county fair that leads up to the state fair.
Oh,
except for a couple of counties that decide that they're going to have their county fair at the same time the state fair is running, which is just total stupidity in my opinion. You know, oh, I'm going to go to the county fair and see 2 things when I can go to the state fair and see 100 things. You know, same price
I don't
to
think
get
there's
in.
a state fair. I don't think we have a state fair. It's usually by county. Yeah, because it's this county fair, this county, and the same group just basically travels through all the counties.
Right.
And the Clay County is awesome. You know, that was, it's more of a farm and agricultural.
When I was in,
it's really
when
nice.
I was in agricultural class in high school, state fair time was all fair time. Whether that state fair or county fair time was always substitute teacher season for my agricultural teacher, because he would be at the fair. We would always have substitute, and that'd be the only time he would give us work. He would say, we go in, and substitute would be reading the newspaper and say, open your textbooks to whatever page and do these 10 questions and turn it in before the period's over. The only thing about it is, when he was there, we never did any work. It was always watching videos or listening to him talk about stuff on PowerPoint. We always only did work when he wasn't there.
This is in college, Alex?
No, in high school.
Oh, okay.
In college, if the instructor wasn't there, there was no substitute. There was no substitute for my classes, so it was just like no class. Like one day I went to class, and I didn't know that we were going to have class until I got there already. So I got there, literally was just about to walk in the building. He texted me and said, no class today. And I'm, are you serious? I've already paid to get here. And so, yeah, that was a waste of $10, but yeah, at least I got out of the house that day.
Alex, you ever had a teacher who said, go home after the test?
Yeah, I think so. I've done tests where, you know, go home after the test is over, or during semester tests. There was sometimes that I didn't have to do semester tests. If you had 3 absences or less, you didn't have to do semester tests. You could be exempt.
If you had an hour and a half class and you could do the test in 10 minutes, you got to go home.
Well, I'll tell you, most of my college classes were supposed to be 2.5 hours, but the instructor ended up getting through the material in probably 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So, yeah.
And keep in mind, these were open book tests.
Yeah, I had a couple of those.
Open book tests are not always the panacea that you think they might be.
No.
If you don't know the material at all, you spend all your time flipping through the book looking for it.
Right. So we were talking about the fairs and whatnot a while ago. Today brought back a lot of memories. I did when I was a kid. Once I got my license, I used to go around to all the fish fries and all the little celebrations and whatnot, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I wasn't going for the food. Obviously, I was going for the attractions. If you will.
Yeah, you were going for the food. You just don't want to admit it.
No, I was going for the attractions.
I'd be going for the food.
Well, that's because I was not interested in the food. I was interested in the attractions. And I'm not talking about the tractor pulls and the horse pulls. So it brought back some memories.
The attendees.
The attendees, yes. So Rick Lake says, what was that? That was somebody saying, I am Groot. I think it's, let's see if we can get Ken some notifications tonight. Now, that'll be the one that I get the actual copyright strike. And it'll say, here's your first strike. Change up for her is called Chicken. Long Dog has joined us in chat. He says he's here. Dinner's in the oven. Yeah, both Mom and Lorna are going to cook tomorrow. I'm going to figure out a way to record it without them knowing it. I'm getting ready to post a picture, if I didn't just post it already, to the Zoom homies. Both Mrs. K's are in there sound asleep on the couch. So as soon as the stream's over here in 13 minutes, I will have to excuse myself from the after stream Zoom and put at least one of the Mrs. K's to bed because they're just worn out. I'm going to have a long 4 days, believe me.
You can't put the third Mrs. K to bed because I'm here.
Oh, good Lord. You're borderline being kicked out into the waiting room on a live stream. I'm going to tell you right now. You are this close, okay?
What is this tab that says remove mean?
But yeah, let's test that tonight and see how that goes. Oh, by the way, I am sponsored tonight. I am sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Zero sugar.
Oh, waiting room for the host.
Strawberry. It's not bad. Mrs. K, when she seen it when we were doggone going through whatever, and she's like, "Oh, let's give that a shot." I'm like, "No, let's not say we did." So it's not bad. It really is not that bad.
Yeah, Jim.
Well, yes. Out of all the times I've been posting on Facebook here recently, I got another guy wanting me to repair something, and this time, lo and behold, it's actually a desktop.
Is it from the 1960s, 70s, or 80s?
Probably the 70s.
Or did you ask? Look at him. He's stumped.
He's like, HP. He said it's an HP desktop that won't stay on. It keeps shutting down.
And do you have the model number of the HP laptop or desktop? Oh, wait, didn't think to ask that. Just say no, you don't know the model.
No, I don't. And this is surprising too. They're an hour and a half away.
Wow.
So that's surprising because it's surprising they can't find anybody closer to work on it. But I'll take it if they want to come down and bring it to me.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they do bring it to you. It'd be nice if you ever remember to think to ask what's the make and model. Well, you got the make, which is an HP. Get the model so you can research to see how old it is.
Does HP have a service tag like Dell?
A product number. They don't actually have
they have a serial number.
Serial number and product number.
Rand Israel said, if it's orange, it's from the 70s. That's funny.
But bad news of that is once again they're booked up with vacation or whatever. So once again it'll be at least 2 weeks before they can get it to me. Much like that other guy that's going to Maine, is just for right now, it's just a waiting game.
Yep.
Well, he said 10 days, and I'm counting down the days.
Well, 10 days is always an approximate number, Alex. It's not an exact number when people are saying that's when they're going to bring something.
He said 10 days because it takes 4 days to get there, 4 days to get back, but he don't know if whether he's going to be told to go somewhere else or if he'll be able to just come straight back.
Yeah, I have no idea how that works.
So if I meet the kids,
I guess to make money. I already got it. I got it when I took your picture. Which, by the way, is now being shared across the world.
I missed out.
Yeah, I've got 500 likes on it already.
Yeah, right.
Everybody hit the like quick.
I would love to get just one person that can ask me to fix something and can bring it to me in the next couple of days, and it be newer than 5 years old.
It's just the
Newer than 5 years shouldn't have anything wrong with it, unless somebody.
Yeah, you would think. You would think.
Well,
okay, Long Dog says, saying. Alex, if I heard correctly about a potential computer repair, if the computer starts up and literally quits, meaning goes totally black.
Desktop.
Yeah, it's a desktop power supply or connector. Or it's not a laptop. It is a desktop. So Bobby says he wishes Alex was near to set up his new computer. Have him remote in. Can you remote into an iMac with any desk?
Yes, I believe so.
There you go. You're going to have your first customer from Florida. Make sure he pays you first, though, and I get my 10% cut.
And 2% for the homies.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
so that leaves you with 88%.
After I guess a guest visitor has been asleep the whole time in front of the camera.
I'm surprised she made it that long, to be honest. She does have an interest, Greg, in DaVinci Resolve, because she was asking me how I earlier was doing things. And I said, well, I'll show you tomorrow because I didn't have the time tonight to do it. I didn't want to be late. My mom can paint. My mom is a very good painter. My brother can paint, oddly enough. I can't paint. I can't draw. Now, I can take a bunch of pictures and manipulate them and make them look pretty good in DaVinci, but I don't have the talent to draw or paint. So, it is what it is. Go back over here to see what's coming up on.
Ken, you're missing a co-host.
I don't think I am missing a co-host. Who do you think I'm missing as a co-host?
Sam.
Oh, I thought I made him co-host. I'd have swore I clicked on the 3 dots make co-host. Okay, so now I can put you in the waiting room as soon as the stream ends. Are you happy? Or I may go against my self-imposed rule and I may do it in the last minute and a half of tonight's show. Be careful what you wish for. Josh, are you with us? I noticed you haven't said anything and we have your little square picture up on there.
He don't want to be put in the waiting room, so he's gonna invoke his right to remain silent.
Am I the only one that thinks that little picture of Josh like that reminds him of Stan Laurel?
No,
I'm just playing the game in the background.
I mean, the long face and all of that.
So you listening to our stream and playing what, Fortnite?
Yep.
You streaming or just playing it locally?
Streaming.
There's no such thing as playing it locally with Fortnite, since you have to be connected to the internet to be able to play it.
I thought you could play it offline. You cannot?
Nope. Cannot.
Okay. Probably another reason why I don't play it anymore.
Pretty much Fallout series was the last one you could play without being online, and even like Fallout 4 and 76, you have to be online now. Yeah, so Fallout up to about 3 in New Vegas, that was the last you could play offline. in any game like that.
I would venture to say pretty much any game. I would venture to say pretty much, this may be a stretch, but I would venture to say pretty much any PC game from here on out, you have to be online to be able to play.
No, Valheim is an exception. Valheim you can actually play offline. That one I can, but it doesn't save any of your stuff if you close it and don't get to a server. You just lose everything you do.
Kind of like when you had like a PlayStation 2 in the old days, and you didn't have a memory card, and you would just put the disc in the drive, you would lose your.
Yeah, once you get
if
into
you
the
didn't
game,
have
yeah. Hey, welcome on camera, Clicks.
Hello. I'm still waiting for my pizza to get done, so when it is done, I'll shut my camera off and eat it, but I'll still hear you.
What kind of pizza is it?
DiGiorno Supreme Stuffed Crust.
Yeah, sound
Oh,
good.
those are good. Those
my
are
favorite.
good. Yeah.
That does sound
stuff.
good.
Now that
return, I'm gonna go get a piece of pie.
Oh.
Didn't you just eat their Jeff?
I had a salad. Now I'm gonna have dessert.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Got 3 minutes, and then once the stream ends, I'm going to go ahead and
kind of
put
caught
my camera
Doug
off.
today a little bit.
Do what?
I watched Doug today a little bit.
Yeah, I was
His
going to ask
little-
if anyone did, and
I was a little disappointed though when he said he wasn't going to set it up on camera. I kind of wanted to see it.
what did he not put up on camera? I didn't
the
watch
setting
it.
up, setting up the mini PC.
Oh, Doug bought a mini PC? Or are you talking about Kerry or Doug?
No, I'm talking about Doug.
Doug bought a mini PC?
Yeah.
I can understand why you wouldn't set it up online.
Yeah, I don't quite get
set
that
it up
either.
for clients.
I don't know. He had time to, but he didn't want to.
If you set it up for a client, you don't want the information on the internet.
Well,
Yeah, we're rapidly what are we up to? 11?
okay, Sean.
6 more, and we hit a
11.
record. Rand says you didn't get enough of that at Kerry Holzman. Did Kerry stream today?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, another mini PC. I'm just not
Another
interested
mini
in them.
PC.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in them. There's so many different ones. It's confusing.
goodness.
It's like, yeah.
Sean, you look further away than you have.
No, I logged in because I want to know what Rick's problem is with me. I'm busy fixing computers and I want to know what his problem is with me.
Sean, let's discuss that after the Sean,
After
let's
stream,
discuss
bro.
it after the stream. All right?
All right, I'll be back.
Thank you.
Ooh, boy. Anyway, we had a wonderful time tonight. Excellent. Nice to meet your mom, Ken.
I don't have a problem with the idiot. I just don't like how he said something in the comments. But BH Ringer blocked him or timed him out.
Oh, I missed that. I'll have to go back and look at comments.
Yeah, you said you're. Oh, how did he say that?
Wait after stream, guys. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'll go look at it after the stream. My
Couple
sister
more
sent
minutes
me a
here.
text about mom, so I was dealing with that, and I apologize for not taking my camera off. I should have. Just wanted to bring her up to speed.
How did
on
you
some
enjoy
things.
the fish fry, Ken?
It was good. It was real good fish fry. Ran into someone I went to school with and talked to her for a couple minutes. And then we went down to the little town we grew up in, and I talked to one of my classmates and her husband. Found out the fish fry for that little town is going to be on August 13th and 14th, I think she said. I believe that's what she said. So we'll attend that. Oh, 18th and 19th.
Okay.
That's close. Within 5 days. So, I think it's going to kick off here in just a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and excuse myself from Zoom for I'm still going to be here, but I'm going to go put Mom to bed, and then I will be back. I'm just waiting for the streamer to go by. So, Bobby Warren was first tonight. I'll take care of that later, and I'll go back and look at chat later on. See what's going on there. My mistake. I use a time machine backup. There we go. I'm going to add some names to the list that's currently scrolling by. I do have you on there already, Stealth Mode. You're on the list. Oh, we're still streaming. If it didn't go out over the air, but hey, sometimes these things happen. I got something bothering my left eye. I don't know what it is. It's driving me up a wall, actually. So I am going to go ahead and say goodnight to YouTube. And I mean, I don't want her sleeping on that couch. That's so uncomfortable. Make sure she's comfortable and in new environment, get the nightlight on and everything else, show where everything's at. So I will be back. Carry on a conversation, please. No. I can't sleep on that couch. I don't know why. I am Groot. I know, but I always like how he says, I am Groot, and I always understand what he's saying. So there comes the thing. I want to thank Wintermute for helping me get it this far last night. That was so much fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Mom may be back with me tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm hoping she is.